history. Please welcome to the stage, Ivan Hickey. And his sidekick. Please welcome to the stage, Timmy Sargent. Thank you, Tran. Fantastic. He's very good. All right, bloody fantastic. Thanks for coming out. It's a full house.
It is third live podcast. Who came last year? Hey. Okay, we've got some freshies. That's good. That's good. Thanks for coming out. Great to be back at the fucking Golden Gate, and we've got the Moonman again. Hey. Good times. Yeah.
What was that, Moonman?
Harold.
He's in pretty good form. So just before we bring the Moonman out, a couple of things. With a big thanks to everyone that sent in questions. I don't think we'll need them, but if by some miracle we run out of shit to talk about, we will get to the questions. There were some great questions,
real gutter trash.
Yeah, well, your riskiest wank. That was the first one that came through. That's about the level we're at. But a lot of people are asking about my goal. I know we touch on it quite often, and hand on heart, I believe I've kicked the greatest goal in football history. But we won't get to that today. But unfortunately, a lot of people ask, because I know a lot of people just listen because they want to hear about it. And the moment I talk about it, I'll stop fucking listening. But it's fucking something else. But we'll get to that.
It was a good story.
It's a hell of a story. But
I got fucking too shit-faced in Bali and accidentally erased it.
A lost episode. I like the... where do I go when we had to delete the...
Papua New Guinea.
Papua New Guinea. Show of hands, who got to listen to the Papua New Guinea? Oh, everyone.
That was the greatest episode. They got to 1,000 in like fucking 20 seconds. Get on the Papua New Guinea episode.
Yep, that nearly got me fucking executed. It was.
Have you got a call back for Papua New Guinea? The Nelson fags are going over there a bit.
They did say I can go back. And
is your head at the airport? Don't let this fucker in.
Yeah, it's just my wife. Yeah, she won't let me go. Just chances are it'll be okay, but there is every chance. The moment I get through security, I'll get shot. But anyway, good folk over there, soul of the earth.
Just massive fucking heads.
Just can't handle the fucking truth. But we had one other thing to talk about.
We had a little run sheet going there.
Yeah, I don't know what
well, I'll give a shout out to Big Haydos, he's on the. Who's on the Patreon? Who's on the Patreon? Okay, that's not bad. There's a few people dragging the chain. Fucking it's $8 a month, you fucking cheap fuckers. Get on it. So what's that? No. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Another show who actually knows how to fucking log into it.
No one knows what a Patreon is. Okay, good. It's Big Haydos. I'll give him a shout out. He's on the Patreon. So but we had a few other things going on. Timmy,
I don't know what to do with my book. 2 secs. Have I got my book back there? No, that's another book. No, we'll fucking wing it. All right, good stuff. What was it?
That was about it.
Yeah, that's about it. All right, enough of our shit.
I can go through some of the gold here. At the top, hello and welcome.
It's hello and welcome.
And it's written in Chinese.
Paradise, please. Sorry, my bad.
You were going to ask about those Patreon. You were going to ask about the Patreon. I was.
Wait, do you want to go to that first, and then we'll get into the porn?
What first?
We'll go.
No, we'll fucking do that later.
Okay, all right.
Because I was going to go cold turkey on the porn, which we talked about on the.
How is it going?
It didn't go well. It was fuck. I thought I could do it. It was
What cracked you? Was it
just the first time.
trannies?
Mate, it was just the first time I had fucking 7 minutes to myself in the house.
Elsie brushed up against your leg.
Oh, mate, it was. But it's like asking EJ Witten to not watch footy. He just loves it so much.
Well, he couldn't at the end.
All right, enough of that shit.
That's all right.
It's been long enough. All right, guys.
30 years in May.
Enough of legend. Enough of our shit. Guys, please, in my humble opinion, I said this last year, Australia's finest comedian and just a fucking fantastic bloke, legend of Australian comedy. Please put your hands together for the one and only Lawrence Rooney. Hello, mate. Good to see you again, mate.
How do you do? You
Very
busy?
well, thank you.
Very nice to be here, and thanks for coming along. See, good banter. Last night, I'm not as sharp as I should be.
So you're on the Sunday Footy Show this morning, Moon Pie.
Yeah, I don't know whether you saw me on the Sunday Footy Show. I was in Adelaide for Gather Round, and after the front bar had been shot on Wednesday night, we had a massive night and went to a wine bar Thursday arvo, coming back across the bridge, and Tony Jones, Chompers himself, was doing a cross, and I gave him a drive-by. Just got out of the camera so they couldn't catch me on the camera, and yelled out, "Chompers!" And then 100 people joined the chorus, and Tony loves that.
Yeah, good on
Be
you, mate.
reminded that he's got shit teeth, and massive and white.
Yeah, look, I'd take those at the moment. My teeth are fucked, Moon.
Are they?
Yeah, I've had braces twice.
They haven't worked.
I was 30 when I got them for the second time. So why'd you get them at 30? Because trying to get a root with red hair and freckles is getting too easy. But I need a fucking challenge.
To be a backmarker. Why did Papua New Guinea come up before we get into trying to get off porn?
It's a long story, but I did a gig over there. Went great, couldn't have gone better. But I was chatting to the expats and all that, and just got a lot of dirt the place was more fucked up. It's a fucking shit.
It's a fucking
failed
state. They're going to get picked up by security at the like a private security company takes you from the airport to your hotel, and they say don't leave or don't do anything.
It's a fucking war zone. And then I just came back, and on the podcast I just said what I saw, and the locals they found out what I said.
They love a machete too.
Yeah,
they really do.
So
they fucking go right off. Anyway, I agree with you. I was on the back page with Tony Squires, and they were talking about the NRL expanding into Papua New Guinea, and whether they were going to go ahead with the North Sydney Bears going to Perth, which is kind of convoluted. And I said, Papua New Guinea? And it's like, yeah, it's going to happen. And I sent Tony Squires this article that starts, at least 26 people were killed, including 16 children, during attacks by a gang of young men, high-spirited horseplay, on 3 Papua New Guinea villages last week. Police have said, adding that their houses were also torched and that many villages were still missing. That's your gather round for the NRL over there. Because I reckon there's probably some guys from fucking Penrith that would take it right up to those guys. Take that as a challenge. I'll fucking kill 16 children.
Many wineries in Papua New Guinea.
They roll into town. They're called rascals, and in the back of a Triton Ute, and they go machete bonkers. I mean, bit of a punch on at a footy trip. Who doesn't?
They don't have a few fucking rocket launchers and shit.
No, they don't have rocket launchers. It's purely machete. So. Anyway, beautiful place, and
they cannot have a rugby team over there.
they can't. No,
They would get fucking butchered.
Someone will get butchered.
A massacre in the truest, not a runaway victory. A fucking massacre.
And watching those kind of those security guards that the AFL have, mostly Indians, dressed in lime green shirts, running out after a guy with a machete.
This is
Don't
above
do it.
my pay
Don't
grade.
do it.
Yes, I won't be going back.
I wouldn't go back. But it's beautiful, and they've got amazing beaches and
Yeah, so does Sydney.
yeah. Less machetes. Has anyone been to Papua New Guinea? Are we doing crowd work? No. We've run out of material. By the way, how long have you been watching porno, do you reckon? When did you first log on?
To porn. I was a
Yeah.
late starter.
Were you?
Yeah, but I was going to ask this question. Is there anyone... This is how much I enjoyed it.
The storylines, watching, like, do you get through the whole movie, or...?
I've got a work phone, right? A work phone. And I recently found out that work can see every single thing you Google. And I was like, fuck. And that kept me off it for one day. And I was like,
So the fear of being
it's worth the
exposed
fucking
and
risk. I'm going to roll the fucking dice.
Because for women out there, if you are convinced that your partner's a pervert, what you should do is go onto his history, and if there isn't one, he is one. Because we know how to get rid of it, get rid of the cachet, wash the screen,
Cookies.
yeah, like
Get rid of the
put
cookies.
gaffer tape around it, wrap it in a plastic bag, put some bricks in it. I'm just going fishing. I think I've seen something that could get me about 15 years, and in the middle of the bay, there'd be a fucking pyramid of laptops and phones. The search history on them would be abject. Fucking, you're high on fucking coke, you cocks and acorn, you're putting in slavery. Show me something illegal. Federal police come around your place.
Yeah, the weirdest rabbit hole you've gone down with.
Oh, no. No, you don't flush me out that easily. I'm actually surprised at how many cameras there are in the Chatterbait world. Fuck me dead.
Chatterbait?
Oh, now I'm going to cause some addictions out there.
Chatterbait.
Whack it in and you will
Everyone.
whack it off.
What's Chatterbait?
Everyone knows about that. Not these blokes.
No.
Just us perverts. So basically it's women anywhere in the world set up a camera and you watch...
For free.
For free, my friend.
So it's live to live.
It's live. It's live.
Well, that's what brought it came out in the Herald Sun. That's what brought Jack Crisp undone.
Oh, crispy. Don't get all scared.
Maybe.
Fucking spit it out.
That was in the because he got
What did you do? He got one camera with he.
because she was on the other end and was like, oh fuck, it's so Chris. And
Oh, right.
recorded it and sent it to the pies. And
Oh, do you
maybe
don't?
that wasn't common knowledge. Let's delete that.
Well, it might be in another news source, so check it out.
Yeah.
Check your bona fides. Crispy.
All right. Very good.
But anyway,
that doesn't
I think it's kind of weird to sit down with your mates over a few beers. So what porno are you watching? It's like, oh, I like Armenian grandmothers sucking off horses. And I was like, oh, I've got to go home, mate. I just missed that one.
But seriously, there's got to be someone in this.
But they can really go crazy, those Armenian grandmothers.
There's got to be
Someone will Google it.
There's got to be someone in the room here. Must be a boss that is the boss of people that have phones. So, do you see what do you see? Can you see everything they Google, or is it like do you have to go searching for it? Does a fucking alarm go off? Anyone?
No, anyone? Bueller?
No.
I don't know.
No,
whether
he's
they-
the boss.
Can they access your search history, or
I
is
think
it
so.
just they can, if they wanted to go into your metadata? Is that how deep they're going, or do they not give a shit because everyone's doing it?
Is it? I don't know. If they want to, they can see what you Google. No one's looking.
No one's looking.
No one dares look.
Good, their own, yeah, maybe, yeah, if they're doing it, they're going to, don't rock the boat. everyone's little secret.
Let's slip into a song. Rock the boat, baby, rock the boat. Tip the boat over. What are you doing in the boat, mate? Oh, fuck, you're wanking in the boat now. That's boat's rocking. I said I was pissed at Christmas one year, and surprise. Let me rephrase that sentence. I was at Christmas, and my brothers and I can kick off, and I said, "Where do you reckon our dad used to go to Wayne?"
Work.
So I said, "Dude, yeah." And I said, "Is that what you fucking think about? Is that the bullshit?" And I said, "Yeah, of course I do. I think about everything. Like, you know, he went from our house, little suburban house, 3 boys in there and a wife, and went to work and came home, and that was it. So he stopped at the side of the road. Because we ended up getting a naughty bookshop in Bayswater, Station Street, like an X-rated bookshop.
With the doors that...
You know, with the louver doors, beautiful. And Dad had gone into the TAB, and it's next to the TAB, and I saw a family friend come out. Mr. Ralph, he's dead now. And he had his brown paper bag under his arm, and he got into his car, and off he went. And I thought, oh yeah, I wonder how many dads are doing that. I don't think my dad ever owned pornographic material. And maybe he was an abstainer, but where did he go to wank?
In the industrial area? Bayswater?
In an industrial area. That's risky though. It's in the car, isn't it?
It is in the car.
Yeah.
There's a lot of... We had a factory, Mum and Dad, they owned a confectionery company off it was Jersey Road, off Mountain Highway there. And
I know exactly where you are.
Yeah, well, we did all right. And Dad pulled himself a lot in the car park. So we found a lot of scumbags in the car parks.
Really having a go at it.
Having a go.
Remember when you were young? Remember the big room was John Doritich? Remember that?
What did he do?
Well, apparently he was caught wanking on the side of the road.
No, he was in a van.
In a van. And
On
back then
Lycon
it was
Street.
like...
Maybe it was IVF.
What a sicko. And now you hear it and you're like, oh.
Yeah, relatively speaking. I was actually coming down Rathdown Street in North Carlton. I was outside the North Carlton post office, and I looked across at this car, and there was like a fever going on inside it, and I had a close look, and there was a guy just batting off. And I looked around to see whether there was any motivation, and there was nothing. He's just outside the post office, and I thought, that's a fucking keen stamp collector right there. Just waiting for the first day issue of, you know, a new Queen's Head or something. I couldn't wait no longer. The King, yeah. He was absolutely going for it. It was actually fascinating to watching another man in his, you know, his native environment. I watched him for a good 4 or 5 minutes. My pants were around my ankles by then. I moved into the phone booth so I wouldn't look too conspicuous.
There's a guy watching you wank and they tell their just a train down the monash.
Like an extinction event. All of a sudden it's like, there's 55 guys came at once in Rathdown in 1985. I was like, oh fuck, I was there, I remember that.
Very good. I was going to tell a story that I think we can, I'm sure you'll have. Have you had a vasectomy?
No, I have not. My wife wanted to have more children, not other children, more children. So I thought rather than have a vasectomy, I'll sterilise myself with alcohol and drugs. I'll make my penis unable to work. And anyway, we've still got the one. So...
Have you tried? Have you tried for a second?
We've had, sex the second time. Those swimmers were so munted, it was just drooling. Can't make it all the way to the ovum. I'm just going to back
Eric Barney, Eric the Eel. Just giving it.
Eric, yes, I remember Eric the Eel from
2000.
Yeah,
Sydney Olympics. He's still going.
Not Guinea, something.
Equatorial Guinea.
Equatorial Guinea, you got it. Thank you very much, Eric the Eel from Equatorial Guinea. And he was the only swimmer there, so I said, okay, you're going, Eric. And he had trouble getting. It was 100 metres, was it?
Yeah, I think it was 100. His first 50 wasn't bad, but he battled once he done that tumble turn.
Everyone everyone was clapping him like he was a fucking hero. It was a fucking embarrassment. He nearly fucking drowned.
He nearly drowned. Anyway, I got home and got shot. That's why he was slow on the second lap. He's like, I am not rushing to get home.
I'm the fucking dead man.
He got macheted to death.
So
you had the snip?
Yes, I've spoken about my vasectomy story on the podcast, but there was a little bit that I didn't want to tell because my wife listens to every episode. So this is a little bit. So I got my vasectomy.
Hey Tam, how are you?
No, so camera's off.
It's on.
So, what's that?
Let's go on Patreon.
She listens to every episode. I just said hi.
Oh no, but this is a Patreon.
Last year we had a toilet on stage and you asked if Tam had sat on that. You threatened to sniff the toilet. He did.
Yeah, so
what happened last year? I can't remember a lot of it. Should I watch the episode?
So yes, so it was a bit of a different.
So you got 3 kids.
Got 3 kids. Bit of a different vasectomy. I had because just had these 2 big fucking lumps sticking out each side of my. I said to the doctor, "What are these?" He said, "They're your testicles."
He said, "You're going to have to stop masturbating." You said, "Why?" He goes, "I'm trying to inspect your testicles." That'll leave it again.
Put your work phone away.
So
your boss has called me, and you're in all of it.
So anyway, so I had these, and I'll just fly through this because most people have probably heard this. Had these 2 lumps, got under that, rang the doctor, and I went and saw the doctor, and he said you've got a double hernia. So,
I know what a hernia is.
you had a hernia?
I had a hernia when I was 5.
5? What you
Yeah.
left them when you were 5?
I don't know, but sometimes there's a little tear in the lining and a bit of whatever pops through. Yeah, so
School
I know
bag.
that-
Did you have the surgery?
I had the surgery.
At 5? Fucking hell.
Did your balls go black? They go black, don't you?
No,
With a
no,
hernia?
it was a bit further up. It was up here. There's a lining of the stomach or a bit of intestine poking through.
Yeah,
So it wasn't a testy-based hernia.
No, mine was there, so you guys.
So
Mate,
shall it?
there are I've got a couple of scars. You can't see them now because of the pubic hair. Although I did stay at a hotel in Adelaide. Took the little clippers and left them quite the fucking mess.
I did that once.
I only clipper when I'm staying at hotels.
I started like I was clipping my beard, and when a man's used a tool for its given purpose, he'll find another purpose for it. And do I stick the buzzings part up my arse, my ball sack, or do I just shave my balls? And I shaved my balls, and I'd never done it before. I nicked one of my balls, nicked my sack, and it's a heavy bleed. And this is it. I'm going to bleed out here. Classic Moonman dies of self-inflicted ball sack injury, and so I stymied the wound, and then I had to clean up all the hair and all the blood. And I thought, I'm not going to stick
put a
it.
band-aid on a ball sack because of the changing
Changing.
skin texture.
Yeah, it's very hard. So I thought, I'm not going to put it in the bathroom bin because Lou and I use the same bathroom. So I went down and stuck it in the kitchen bin, and then I was like feeling guilty about shaving my balls. And a woman knows if a man's done something fucked at home because when she arrives home, he's waiting for her in the hall. She showed me, she goes, what the fuck have you done? I said, nothing. She goes, no.
You're wearing an adult nappy?
I said, I haven't done anything. And she goes, all right, and goes into the kitchen and she throws something in and she goes, fuck, what's this? I said, I've shaved my balls. And she goes, I thought you'd murdered a jazz singer. Anyway, I showed her and she goes, that looks fucking hideous. I
showed you
all the
balls?
hair, yeah, the whole thing. And she goes, it looks like a boy with an ageing disease. Like the genitals are old, but there's no pubes there. Is it sexy? She said, no, it's not fucking sexy.
Anyway, so So I've gone to the doc. He said, you got a double hernia. It's very bad. Yeah, we're going to have to get you in here straight away to get the little fucking... get them covered up with a mesh. And so I hung up, told Tam what's going on, and she said, oh, well, you're in there. You should get a vasectomy. And I said, oh, I think it's a completely different surgery. I don't think you just say, can you do that? It's a completely different fucking thing. And
Plus, we haven't had kids yet.
Yeah, and so I rang the bloke and I said, mate, this is going to sound fucking ridiculous, but while you're doing my double hernia, can you do my vasectomy? And he said, mate, I'll call you back in 10 minutes. And I was like, he's fucking Googling it. Like, he doesn't know. He's got fucking no idea. And he's a fucking idiot, this guy. And he's rang back and goes, yeah, we can do it. And I was like, fuck it. He's just going to have it. He's just having a crack. So anyway, so I've
Should have
gone.
asked him, could he whack in a new kitchen?
So I've gone in, and so that part's on the. Tam's heard that part. This is the part she hasn't heard. So it doesn't leave the room. So I've gone in for the surgery. It's quite a full-on surgery because it's got the double hernia. So they've put me on the. So I'm laying down on the bed, and they've put the big screen up like a horse is getting shot. Like so I can't see.
Or a C-section.
Like a C-section.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So I can't.
So
see.
it's going to be local. So you're not under.
No, so yeah, what do they call it? A spinal block.
Block, yeah.
Either or. Yeah, so
An epidural.
An epidural. So I'm not going to be able to feel anything from down here. So I've got the big shirt, got no idea.
Did you have a wank and pretend it was someone else?
Someone could have been plundering your asshole and you just wouldn't have felt anything. Did you see someone's head coming up over the screen? Just like, what's happening down there? Don't worry about it, mate. It'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Just 15 flies.
It's called a vasectomy.
Yeah, it's cool. We're just getting you ready for the vasectomy. You little fucking slut. Yeah. With your hernias, you little whore. Hernia whore. I'm gonna get you a second opinion.
Barry.
Barry, come and have a look at this guy.
Go to his kitchen as well.
So I think I've seen that video.
On the dark web. Pornhub. Is that me?
There's a blue screen on it, you can't tell who's getting fucked. Only they can see you.
Anyway,
Serious procedure.
So this is where it turns. So they had an anaesthetist. An anaesthetist came in, and she was a fucking bombshell. She was what she was mid-20s, sort of. A bit of an Asian,
breathing.
just painting the picture. Sort of just maybe half Asian, mid-20s.
Alive.
She was absolutely gorgeous, and so she was my anaesthetist that gave me all the stuff, and they gave me the drug. She said, "Oh, this is what." She was pretty cool. She said, "This is the one that Michael Jackson got addicted to, the drug." And I was like, "Oh, cool."
Bring in the kids.
So it was like this fucking. So it was like this euphoric. So it was like I was on ecstasy. So I was high as a fucking kite, and I thought she was going to give it to me and then just go away. But she gave it to me, and she stayed there. So I had this fucking sheet up, and she was fucking. She stood there, and she was just stroking my hand while they were doing the surgery, and I was in. I was feeling like I was having an orgasm, and I was like, every stroke I could feel just going through my fucking body. I was in absolute heaven, and I still to this day don't know what happened, but because I couldn't see what happened, I was just going, oh, and I heard the two doctors. One of them goes, oh. And I reckon I might have ejaculated on myself.
I on the other side.
I'll never know. I'll never know. But
It's like the mystery.
I was just euphoric. It was absolute heaven, and then I was like, oh, just go home.
I'll book in for another one tomorrow.
And yeah, so that's so I'll never know, but I reckon I had that feel about it. And just the noise of him just going, oh, fuck.
Is it fentanyl? Is that the drug?
Don't know. Yeah. No, what was Michael Jackson addicted to?
Propofol.
Rothafol?
Propofol.
Propofol.
Propofol. Which is also an anal relaxant. So you weren't the only one that ejaculated in that.
When I was paying, I was like, yes, I'm paying for the vasectomy, the double hernia. It says here you're paying for 37 stitches in my arsehole.
Yeah, it often happens.
Are they dissolvable?
Do I have to go and get them pulled out of your gym? Put the screen up again to get those out. So, there must be a lot of that fucking crazy shit going on in the medical world. Like, you know, doctors all aren't good people.
No.
And once you put someone to sleep, you whack on the Cosby record.
We don't need it, they're already asleep.
Yeah, you put on a couple of episodes of Cosby Theo. And
So
most of your bits end like something quite abject and full on. It's like, so, okay, kids, welcome to the Scout
It sort of
Camp.
gets to an end where you can't segue, so it's just then
Just end it.
let's move on to something else. So your show of hands, who's going to Mooney's show at 5:30?
Just the three.
Good crew.
Do it here. It's good. It's
gonna be
good. It's going to be great.
And it is about you living on the farm.
Yeah, so it's called Dead Set Country, and I've moved to the Southern Highlands of New South Wales, and we're on 30 acres. And so I do say I know that for people who have grown up in the country, and sometimes it's tens of thousands of acres, and you know people have got crops and cattle and all that sort of stuff, they would think, oh, nice garden. But for a suburban boy, it's a lot of land, and it feels like there's a lot to do. I do feel like my wife got me out there on a prison farm for low-level offenders. That was her long-term plan, to take me out of harm's way, because there's just fucking heaps to do. If you're keeping the grass down or looking after horses, or a tree will inevitably, when you've got everything done, a tree will just fall down on the fence, and that happens a lot more than you think.
You've got electric fences?
I've got electric fences, yeah.
have you pissed on one?
No, I haven't, but I don't mind touching the electric fence. I've got this kind of, you touch it and it doesn't burn. It gives you a bit of a shock, but it's a disquieting but not altogether unpleasant feeling. And so I've touched it a lot of times and go, oh, fucking. And I do imagine the day when my wife comes out and I've got my junk resting on the electric fence. Because it's not a constant car, and you've got to touch it for a while to get a shock. So it's, when I say I can imagine the day that my wife comes out and sees I've done it.
So when I first heard that Mooney was doing a show about life on the farm, I wrote, I'll definitely come and see that. I expect at least 15 references to the size of a horse's dick, and 5 seconds later I get a photo back of Mooney and his wife with a horse's dick, just going.
My wife on the haunches on the other side of the horse's dick with a, well, cock. Let's say cock. Yeah, it's not a dick, it is a big old horse cock. And it does, it surprises you every time you see one unfurl and completely extend. You go, there's so much cock. There's so much.
Are they quite, because you sort of see them on the highway, you drive past and you just see one fucking coming down. I've never seen them up that close. Is there, do you just want to touch it?
You can touch it if you want.
How do they react?
The horse would be very relaxed if you touched its cock. Don't flick it, not like, with a towel.
Shoulder.
My brother-in-law is a horse trainer, and there's a guy and breeder, and there's a guy whose job is when they're mating, he actually guides the penis in. That's it. Like he holds it and guides it in and makes sure.
Like a massive shoehorn.
Yes, that's
a job.
Sweet gig.
And you've ever seen a stallion cover a mare? It's quick and it's pretty
violent.
Violent, yeah. So they put big cover on the mare from the neck down to the back, and they put booties on him because they jump up and then they start biting, and they fuck pretty quickly, and then bang, blow, and done. It's very much like my sex life.
There's a bloke with padded fucking pants on there. Mooney, let's get that little pecker in there, buddy.
Biting and screaming, and then bang, it's all done very quickly.
Put him back out in the paddock.
Just have some ketamine and not off.
Ketamine. What are the kids doing with ketamine? It is a crazy drug.
That's
ketamine. You want to bust up? That was Tom's character. Trying to say ketamine.
Any questions?
So yeah,
I want to grab a quick beer.
Yeah, get a beer.
No, I'm good. I'm just going to have one before the show. I've had a couple of big nights, and I want to be absolutely sharp as a tack.
Nice, that's good. Well, have you ever, you would have travelled overseas a bit, Moon.
Don't be cynical.
You would have travelled overseas. You ever been fucking mugged or anything like that? You ever been?
I was robbed in Liverpool. I went to Liverpool, and
your family's from there, aren't they?
Yeah, my family are from there. They didn't do it, but
they didn't even get out of the house.
I'd met a girl, and I was meeting her at Lime Street Station, which is right next to the main station in Liverpool. Features in Beatles songs, and so I'm in there, and this bloke sees me on my own, goes over and goes, "Oh, hello mate, where are you from?" And being really friendly, and he goes, "I'll buy you a pint." I said, "All right, lovely." So we sit there and just chatting about football, Liverpool, Everton, the Beatles, whatever, all the Liverpool things. And then I had my leather jacket on the back of the chair, and I get up to go and get a beer. I said, "Do you want a beer?" He goes, "Yeah, no worries." And I said, "I'm just going to go to the dunny first. I'm going to come out of the toilet. Leather jacket's gone, so's he." And I'd seen him speak to the barman, and I went over to the barman and said, "You know that bloke that I was with?" He goes, "No, mate." I said, "Come on, mate. You know that bloke." He goes, I said, "No, mate. So, see ya." I went, "All right." No, kiddo.
Check the security footage.
Yeah, no. There was no CCTV back then, but I think it was actually 85. It was a big year. I saw the bloke wanking in Rathdown Street. Went to, might have been him.
Essendon Premier.
Essendon Premiership, yeah. Yep. So I was away for the Premiership too. Oh, I know.
Where'd you watch it?
Didn't watch it.
No, I watched it back then. So Foxtel.
It was recorded for when I got home.
Oh, great.
I watched it on the VCR, and it was great. I think with 76 points, we smashed Hawthorn. Fucking Hawthorn. Here they come again.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, like I said, if you got, I said on the front bar, if you're having trouble coping with a Hawthorn resurgence, just go down to Glenferrie Road and key an Audi. It's amazing how relaxing that is. And smashing your own telly doesn't make sense. Don't get upset on your own. Just get down to Glenferrie Road and on the tram home.
Yeah, great.
Wouldn't say mugging. Oh, but I was at a gather round Thursday night. Went down. What's that? Hindley Street.
Hindley Street.
It's
yeah.
a fucking mental asylum. That was it was going nuts, and I went.
A lot of ice in Adelaide, and particularly down there.
It must be I reckon it must be stronger ice or something. Like they're all fucking, like they're really twitchy. They seem more dangerous.
So it's more like Breaking Bad ice.
Anyway, it just seems pretty fucked up. But anyway, so I went to McDonald's to get a just before I hit the hay. It had to be done the piss, and the
that Macca's is notorious.
That Macca's is
yes.
So if you go to the Macca's
can't use the toilets
in Hindley Street, it's got perspex completely across, so it's like a bank, and they pass your burger out through this little hole. Like it's a fucking war zone.
Well, I was over there for Adelaide Fringe and went out with a couple of English comedians, and we went in there and pissed, and I stuck my head through the hole. Of course I did. And a kid who was probably about 18 said to me, I'm 60 in 2 weeks, he goes, grow up, mate. So, once you've got your head through the hole, not as easy to pull it back out.
It's like the bars on a balustrade.
Absolutely. Yeah, you've got to tuck your ear. Can you push my ears in and push my head back out, please, mate?
Is there anything worse to hear than growing?
It really hurts when it's coming from a teenager.
So I was so we're just sitting there, and there were these two old ducks, probably in their
80s.
mid 60s, and
they were 105.
And we're just talking about they're from Victoria. We're just saying, how fucked is this joint? Well, I can't believe they've got perspex at the front, and so anyway, so the guy said number 28. That's me double quarter pounder. So they've gone to fucking pass it out to me, and this
they couldn't because Mooney's head was in the fucking way.
And this homeless guy has fucking come in, give me a full-on hip and shoulder, and I've had my hand on the bag, and he's grabbed my bag, fucking taken off. And all I had was a handful of
napkins.
Brown bag, and he fucking ran off with me quarter pounder.
Hamburger gets.
With me fucking quarter pounder, and the bloke was like. The guy was like he'd seen it 15 times.
He just yelled out, "He go up, fuckhead!"
This guy had been sort of fucking waiting around, and he was gone, and the guy just goes, "We'll grab you another one." I was like, "That's not a big deal. That seems like quite a big deal. Like we should be fucking at least discussing what just happened." And it was.
Well, let's have another look at it. We'll cross to Kingy in the lab. You can see. Tom's on the fat side there, and he's really left himself vulnerable. He's not covering the bird. And the homeless man's looping it around, and you just know that he's covering a lot of ground. He's
getting his head over the burger.
He's got his head, Mooney's out of the way now, and he's just come in and snatched the burger, and see, it's been left all at sea. People should have been talking to him. Where are his mates? Man on.
Shepherd. Need a shepherd.
Yeah.
Need a shepherd.
At the end of the day, he just wanted the burger more.
He hadn't eaten for 2 weeks.
I'm sure during the week Tom will be working on that at home and at a couple of Macca's drive-thrus.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts down there. It's scary.
It is crazy.
Yeah. Well, I got mugged in Spain. I went to Barcelona back in 2000. I didn't think I was getting mugged. I just thought I was getting sexually assaulted. Because what happened? You've been to Spain, Barcelona?
I have been to Barcelona.
Fuck, it is
beautiful.
It's off the charts.
Yeah,
it's great. So we've been.
Did you do that thing where you start lisping your sound? I'm in Barcelona. I want to be sucked off.
Mooney, no accents.
I'm sorry. How disrespectful. How disrespectful.
So we've been boozing at the beach, and I'd been to New Zealand. You don't really call that overseas.
First foreign language.
First foreign language.
Destination.
So on the beach. And what happens is you're on the beach, and then these guys just come up, start offering you beers and shit like that. Oh, give you some money, get some beers, and you think, what the fuck? This doesn't happen in Australia.
It's great, isn't it?
You want some fucking? Do you want some coke? Do you want some coke?
Yes. Oh, I didn't know the story. Sorry.
But you do, and this is the drug deal, because you go, yeah, no worries. They go get it, and then what you do, it doesn't actually exchange hands. They just drop it on the sand. And you just fucking go, thanks, buddy. do that. It's fucking good shit.
Good system.
Yeah.
Yeah, Euro Coke is like.
Yeah. So that's the second day, and we thought, all right, we're getting on it. So we went out that night. It's me and two other mates, and we'd had a fair bit of coke. And that main street of Barcelona, La Rambla or whatever.
Pub Road.
Yeah. Everyone's wearing Richmond scarves.
Yeah.
And this is like home. But anyway, this woman comes up. She just grabs me on the balls. It's like 2 a.m. She goes, "Ooh, you big Australian man." I thought, I don't think she's grabbed many cocks before. And then the second thought, I said, "Well, you don't see this on Getaway, do you?"
Katrina Roundtree's like, "I'm going to take a walk down the street in Spain."
She's just fucking got it. 2 hands. Nah, just a little. So we're just walking down this main street, and she's just.
So his fine motor skills were great. He's grabbed your tiny sack.
She, remember? It's a big part of the story, man. The story sounds real sad if it's a bloke.
Okay.
As I said, I just thought I was getting sexually assaulted. And my mate's sort of just looking over me going, "What the fuck's this? What's going on here?" You know, because you don't get that in Australia. Really?
Not really.
No, never. Well, I thought 2 a.m. This is what happens. Anyway, and I'm barred up. You know, things are. This is fucking all right.
How long was she holding on to it for?
Well, she was holding on to it for, I reckon it was about 2 or 3 minutes, and she had massive fake cannons, and I thought, well, eye for an eye. I grabbed those, and I go, "You big Spanish woman," and they were fucking rock hard. They were good, and anyway.
Good to know.
They were great.
Yeah.
He's just painting a picture.
So after about 3 minutes, I sort of walked. She just finished doing that, and then
She's
winked.
really locked on.
Winked, and I said, "Call me." And she sort of walked off a bit, and then I reached in my back pocket because I had like 400 euros in no wallet, no nothing. I looked at me mate Gaz, I go, she fucking robbed me. So I chased her, I grabbed her, and from the side of the street, this bloke comes in and just goes, "Hey, what's going on here?" I said, "You know exactly what's fucking going on, mate. Where the fuck's me money?" And I sort of was wrestling with him like that, and he goes, "Hey, no, it's all good." So she's trying to get away, and I go, "Get fucking back here." And and then he just sort of whistled, and fucking more blokes came in, and I thought, this isn't going well. But anyway, she fucked off, because I just couldn't reach that far. I had dodgy shoulders. They were both going different ways, and
So that was a set play?
The set play. I reckon they've done this before.
Yeah.
I reckon they've done this before. And he just goes, mate, I don't know what's going on. I said, "Where the fuck's me money, cunt?" And go get it.
La Cunta.
I said, fucking, that's Spanish, isn't it? Ah, nice. Maybe, I should have used that.
El Conto.
Maybe we would.
If you really want to make a point.
It gives you like 50 euros. He goes, "Where's the rest of it, you fucking cunt? La Conta." I said, ring her. And he tries to ring her. He goes, no, she's not answering. Whatever. And he goes, "Oh, we go to the cops. We said, "We're not going to the fucking cops, cunt, La Conta." And he goes, "No, come on." And my mate gags. He's like, "Let's just take him down an alleyway and kick the shit out of him." I sort of said, "Oh, I reckon he's probably got more mates in Spain than maybe we do." Yeah. So, it was sort of a 30-minute ordeal. Never ended up getting 50 euros back. Go to the cops. And they're like, "Oh yeah, I'll write that down, fuckwit. Good on you, gotcha." They're in on it. And anyway, telling me mate the next day, Smithy, he wasn't there on the night, but he goes, "Are you fucking serious? Like, you got mugged, she grabbed you on the balls." And he said, "Oh, what are we going to do?" I said, "Oh, fucking move to Spain." It's fucking
Money well spent.
But that was 3 days into a fucking 6-week trip, and 700 Aussie dollars down. But she got me good.
Well, you got a story.
It was all right. I'll probably need to punch it up a bit.
saw the most violent incident I've seen overseas. I was in a restaurant backpacking around South America. It was 1989, and we're in a restaurant in La Paz in Bolivia.
Like, that's where you get all the good coke.
Yeah,
isn't it?
but this is so. I was so naive. 6 months in America, no cocaine. Thought, oh, that sounds a bit dangerous. And anyway, we're sitting there, and there's two couples on the table next to us, and the woman starts going full South American, spitting at her partner, just like calling him a bastard, you know, fuck you, and it's getting really fiery. And he's a bit scared, and then she goes and kind of like spits, knocks over some drinks, and then goes off to the toilet. She comes back, and she's carrying a pair of nail scissors, and she just starts honking into his fucking back with the nail scissors.
The clippers?
No, nail scissors.
Oh, yeah.
Bang, 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 and he's like, whoa! And the blood's coming out, and she must have put about 8 holes in him before she was restrained. And we're like, oh, this is cool. Tequila! I've never seen a stabbing up close before. It was fun.
With nail scissors as well.
Get into his fucking neck. Clean shoulder blades is the wrong place to go.
It's going to be hard to bleed out from there.
But it was like people were getting out of the way, and tables were going over, and then the staff came out. They settled it all down. They were putting a tea towel down the back of his shirt. Anyway, they all left together. Just a bit of foreplay. She was crying, and he's like, oh, fuck, don't worry about it. You get a bit stabby on the turps. And they all fucking do. And yes, off they went.
I had a gig at the Exford back in the day, bottom bar, and I know I've discussed this on the podcast before, but I was emceeing, and it was just a shit. Like, it didn't cost to go in, so it was just basically you're ruining people's night by starting comedy in the corner. And the guy goes, mate, we're going to kick off in 5. I was pretty nervous, hadn't been doing stand-up for that long. And there was a bit of an argument at the bar, and this guy pulled out a knife and went and just stabbed this guy 3 times, and he went down.
Who was the first act?
Yeah. We're going to have to change the run sheet a bit. Wait till this guy gets some stitches. And fucking blood everywhere. And the guy, the stabber, everyone jumped on him and just sort of got him out in the street and was just kicking the shit out of him. And the manager, I thought, oh, night's off. There's blood fucking everywhere. And the manager comes up and goes, mate, we're going to put it back 3 minutes.
Ambulance is on the way.
And I was like, fuck me. And then, not a word of a lie. I was not a great act. And I was up there just fucking...
You were a pretty good act from the get-go.
Anyway, I'm up there just copping it, just getting no laughs, because everyone's still a bit bummed out from the fucking death they saw about 3 minutes earlier.
It's hard just to let it go, isn't it?
And the fucking police came in while I was on stage and just started taking photos of the fucking blood splatters and
drawing the chalk outline.
Yeah, it was not ideal. But it was in the Herald Sun. My name got the name in the Herald Sun. Tom Seagate soldiered on despite the...
Did the guy live, die?
Not sure. He would have struggled to live. He had a lot of holes in him.
Because a death at a gig.
Yeah. There was a death at the Gala.
Yeah, there was, and I killed a bloke in Bell Bar.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I was at the Bell Bar, and I'd seen a woman on a pair of crutches, and you know the lights are right in your eyes, and there's a clock on the wall, and I knew I had 7 minutes to go and a half-hour spot, and I hear this big boom, and I went, oh, presumed that she'd slipped over, and oh, she's over, will she get up? I laughed up, continue on with the gig, and then get off stage. A mate of mine sitting on the right-hand side of the room, and the bar's at the back, and we go up to the bar, and there's this guy lying there, and there's people, his mates, or a woman who's a friend of his, has got like an ice pack on his forehead. And I said, has anyone checked his vital signs? And then these two nurses came in, man and wife, and said, if you don't know CPR, get out of the way now. And they worked on him, and then a micro ambulance turned up and another one. And they emptied the bar and they put an IV drip in his arm, and they had a compression thing on him for 40 minutes, and Drew didn't pull through. And I was holding the...
Right, thanks for coming out, everyone.
Marty Seagold said, you know, how does it feel to kill a man? Because I'd said to the ambo when they were zipping up the bag, I said, when you came in here, what chance did you give him? He goes, well, he had a boot on his leg, and his partner had said that he was suffering pains in his leg all week, and that he was short of breath. So he's died of what I reckon is a pulmonary embolism. While he was laughing, the clots moved through, and he goes, so you finished him off. And so Marty said, you know, what does it feel like to kill a man? And I said, fucking pretty good, actually. And if I can take another one out, I become the comedian that literally kills. And people will be bringing their ageing relatives along. Don't, you know, sick of your husband or your wife. Fucking no, let's go and see the Moonman.
Looks good on a festival poster.
Yeah. Anyway.
I loved it. Darren Smith, deceased.
That was earlier in the week. Friday night, I go to the Malvern Primary School Father's Father's Day thing.
And you're doing all the big gigs.
Doing all the big gigs. Ticking them off. It's me fucking bucket list. Bell bar, bag, love puffing Billy, gone. Bump one there. Go to the Malvern Hotel to do the Father's Day gig, and I've never seen a gig more awash with coke. Everyone was just fucking gurning like a motherfucker. And so I'd sit down, and it's round tables with white tablecloths, and they've had, you know, I think a succulent Chinese feast delivered from down the road. Oh. Succulent Chinese meal. Get your hand off my penis. And so I come out, and I start, and they're right on song, they're having a great time. Then this guy in front of me, he's laughing, then he goes, he's got some food in his mouth, he goes, and he is properly fucking choking. And I said, fuck, this guy's choking, and they're like hitting him on the back. And he was going blue, and I thought, fuck me dead. 2 in 1 week, gonna kill another one. And then I looked at him and I thought, oh, I can't. Fucking go down. Fucking go down. And seriously, he's fucking going purple. And they hit him on the back, and he just threw up, and the half a spring roll also just came out of his throat. Projectile, I went, fuck ya! I could have been someone. Now I just got a one-way ticket to Palookaville. It was you all the time, Johnny. It was you. And they wrapped up the tablecloth. It was all very neat and quick. And him and the tablecloth full of spew went out. And I was like, fuck. They asked me every year to come back. And I'm busy, but I'm going to go back and I'm going to finish the job.
Quick one. We're talking about it off. We're talking about it before. You are the writer of my favourite joke ever written, and probably the greatest joke in my mind ever written. You don't do it anymore.
You're a great crafter of a joke, so I take that as high praise.
Thank you.
Because most of my jokes are like that, an anecdote with a lot of swearing and sound effects.
And you don't do it anymore, do you? You only do it upon request.
I don't do it anymore because I kind of move on from the material, but I don't blanch from the joke. I'll still own it. And so the joke goes like this. I talk about having a... it needs a setup. So I had a cleaner at our place, and it was an Asian woman, and I said that I had a little bit of trouble, you know, just handing the money over to her. It felt a little bit like the colonial setting, you know, a bit of a slave owner kind of like master servant scenario. I just didn't, you know. There you go, there's your money. Thank you very much, off you go. I was not comfortable with it. And so I just didn't want to leave it on the bench. I wanted to acknowledge her service. So what I decided was I'd hide the money around the house. So it was fun for her. And because, you know, they're sneaky and not as sneaky as Italians, but I know where to look for the cash. So it's fun, get the job done. I said, and a lot of you are probably thinking that, you know, that's a racist joke. Well, it's not, because I'm actually a member of Australians Against Racism, and always have been. And Australians Against Racism is an organisation that, you know, searches for racism in our media and popular culture, sees the way it leaches into our society, looks for it on the street level and in our politics. And I remember the first time I went to Australians Against Racism, it was in this little town hall, and I went through the doors, and it was just full of darkies and chicks. And I thought this was Australians Against Racism.
And it's a joke. It's ironic. And
You shouldn't have to say it's a joke. So yeah, it's using some anachronistic language, but I think the point is, you know, Australians Against Racism. That's the irony. So, because you're all pretty fucking racist.
So
That's a so.
he knows the deal. So because you've got to, we're going to wrap up in 5 because you've got to get to a show, and
I do.
which we're heading to.
I'm
But
gonna go
before we wrap up, and guys, thanks for everyone that listens. As we said last year, and as we say all the time, we just sit in this fucking shitty little gym, and we've just got 2 mics, and it feels like we're just talking to each other. So it's awesome that you actually find out there's people listening. It still blows my fucking mind with how many podcasts are out there that you're choosing this one.
It blows my mind too. You got no, there's other podcasts. You shouldn't have told them that. They're like, what?
There's other ones. Next week, 3 listeners.
Like people with Stockholm Syndrome. What's going on? I thought it was you and my dad. What's this book about?
Sorry? No, so what do you write this one? So we're just gonna plug this.
Yeah. We have mentioned it. We've mentioned Nat, who wrote the kids' book, Teacher. Where's Nat? Chuck the hand up. Yeah, we've mentioned My Busy Brain. So it's all for kids who have got ADHD, and obviously something that's close to Tom's head.
It changed my life. It changed my life getting the diagnosis, because I used to waste that much money on coke, but now it's just Texas. Just kidding.
You should really just go for the pharmaceutical stuff. You don't want something made by a guy called Ballsack from fucking Glenroy.
But if you were to say any one person inspired you to sort of get this book across the line, who would you say? No?
It was you.
Oh, seriously?
Oh, so you were part of this book?
No. I just
Nat and Boise, they're listeners, and Nat wrote the book, and we've sort of jumped on board, and our 100 followers have. Well, there's 100 in here. I don't think there's many more apart from this, but they've jumped on board, and it's a good book. I've read it to my little daughter Aurelia. There's some fucking big words in there. I struggle with it.
Not as long as Aurelia.
We don't do it all at once.
What kind of a fucked up name is that? What happened to Jenny or Sue?
And they're already having a go at us for like mispronunciation. You're like, fucking hell, mate. Like, choose something.
Yeah, choose something
It's a
easy.
tough name.
That's a tough name.
M.
How do you spell it?
Aurelia.
Areola.
Yeah.
That's what she's going to get at school. Hey, Areola.
Areola.
You haven't thought that through at all.
I had no say in the matter.
Absolutely.
I did a little.
Have you ever got ADHD?
Have I got ADHD? I reckon I might. I reckon. I went and saw. If you're looking for another great actor, go and see Dan Rath.
Yeah.
He's on the spectrum, and he talks about ADHD being the Jehovah's Witness of mental illness. You know, people welcome you in. I've got ADHD. I reckon you've got ADHD. And one of his lines is, remember when before ADHD it was just a kid at your birthday party, you'd have a drink of red cordial and chase the dog with a hammer? It's like, yeah.
But I reckon every bloke's got it. Every fucking bloke has it. There's no doubt about it. Hands up, guys in the room. If you fucking someone's talking to you and you have trouble concentrating, you start drifting off about something else. Fucking everybody.
I can't even remember what the question was. No,
I didn't finish the fucking book.
At school I was in 2 states, so I would stare out the window, dreaming about, fuck, I wish I was out there instead of in here, and that was just a bit of a noise. And then the teacher would say,
horses' cocks.
dreaming about horses, cocks, dreaming about anything. There was a lot going on, so I was just staring out the window. Happy time, loved it. Still do, stare out the window. Don't mind watching traffic. And then the teacher would go, Mooney, stop staring out the window. And so I'm back in the room. It's like, all right, now I'm going to fuck your class up. With my comic talents, you cocksucker. She'll let me staring out the window because now I'm going to fuck this up. ADHD?
That could be it. That could be it. But no, yeah. So we've all got it. So get on it, get diagnosed, and fucking let's get on to it. Get on to the next thing. Make your mouth a little bit dry, then.
But if you haven't got it and you take Dexies, makes your mouth a bit dry the next day because you've been drinking piss for 7-8 hours. And now you have got ADHD because you can't hold a thought in your mind. So you're an air traffic controller, don't listen to what he said, but...
So get on My Busy Brain.
Yeah, it's a great book, yes.
It is good.
Give it to the kids and, yeah, it's a ripper.
All right, I'm going to wind this up.
Get it moving.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
All right, so do we need to say anything else?
No, just
I reckon that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, guys.
Thanks to the Moonman for
he's,
coming on again, mate.
Thank you very much. And thanks for supporting these 2 great guys too. Well done.
And we'll try and make it you're doing a show next year's festival?
I'll inevitably do a show next year's festival because my wife and daughter own collectively 4 horses, so I'll be doing this festival until I'm 86. Urinating in my own pants and go like, who are you people? You're not my daughter. I want a chicken sandwich. I am rooted. So, thank you very much. See you later.
All right, guys. Thanks very much for coming out. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Tell your friends.
That's a live podcast off. Good.